Imagine for a moment, you're sitting in a cozy room, everything around you is perfect. A delicious coffee in your hands, your favorite music playing, and the sun shining outside the window. And suddenly, bam, your thoughts drift away. What if I don't finish work on time? What if I run out of money by the end of the month? What if I miss something? Sound familiar? This isn't a coincidence or your personal weakness. It's your brain, an ancient, clever, and incredibly smart organ that's been fine-tuned for survival over millions of years, not for happiness. Let's figure out why it's so obsessed with the idea of scarcity and what we can do about it. Ready? Let's dive into the thrilling world of neurons, emotions, and hidden mechanisms. So why is your brain a master at finding problems? Our ancestors lived in a harsh world where every day was a battle for survival. Picture a primitive human in the wild savanna, hungry lions all around, barely any food, and the weather swinging between scorching heat and freezing cold. Those who spotted danger first, an empty stomach, an approaching predator, or the first signs of illness, survived and passed their genes on. That's how the brain evolved, turning into a true threat detective. It began automatically scanning the world for what's missing to keep us safe. This instinct embedded itself in neural networks, complex connections in your brain that work faster than you can consciously realize. The main characters in this story are the amygdala, hippocampus, and limbic system. They act like a warning siren. The moment a hint of risk appears, the brain sounds the alarm. Now imagine, instead of a lion, your amygdala sees a loss of money or status on social media. The result? Tension and a focus only on what you feel you're lacking. The amygdala is a tiny yet powerful structure deep in your brain, nestled in the temporal lobe. It works like a guard, reacting to any uncertainty in a flash, faster than you can process the situation. Picture this. You see a news alert about a possible layoff. The amygdala instantly shouts, "Danger!" and triggers a chemical reaction. Cortisol, adrenaline, and norepinephrine flood your bloodstream. These hormones force you to zero in on the threat, ignoring all the good around you. You start thinking not about what you have, a job, family, health, but about what you might lose. This isn't your fault. It's just an ancient mechanism still thinking you're running from a saber-toothed tiger. But there's another side, the dopamine reward system. It's like an inner motivator, pushing you to seek new things and enjoy the thrill of success. Got a bonus? Bought something new? Dopamine surges, and you feel euphoria. But here's the catch. In today's world, where we constantly compare ourselves on Instagram or chase likes, this system goes haywire. Dopamine levels. Roller coaster, up after a win, down after a pause. And suddenly, you're searching for what's missing again, even if everything's fine. This cycle, desire, brief joy, drop, new need, creates a sense of chronic scarcity. Even a millionaire might feel poor if their neighbor buys a bigger yacht. But there's hope. The prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain responsible for logic, planning, and control. It's like the captain of a ship, meant to calm the amygdala's panic. Ideally, it filters emotions and helps you make balanced decisions. But then stress steps in. If you're always worrying about lacking money, time, or recognition, cortisol levels rise, and the prefrontal cortex's neurons start to falter. The balance tips, and you act on impulse, not plan, as if you're back in that savanna where every step is a fight for life. The brain shifts into survival mode, and scarcity takes center stage. Your brain is a true energy hog, using about 20% of your body's energy despite its small size. To save resources, it creates neural filters, like the reticular activating system, RS. This system is like a smart search engine. It picks out information that matches your thoughts from the flood of data around you. Thinking about a lack of money, RAS will show you bills and loan ads. ignoring earning opportunities. This habit grows stronger each day. The more you focus on scarcity, the tougher it gets to notice abundance. On a psychological level, this shows up as negativity bias, the tendency to notice and remember the bad more than the good. Studies show if you get 10 compliments and 1 criticism, that one will loop in your head all day. This isn't a quirk, it's evolution. Surviving meant remembering where danger lurked, not enjoying blooming meadows. So that feeling of always missing something isn't a weakness. It's a built-in trait of your brain. Today, the savannah has turned into cities, and lions into social media and work deadlines. Losing a job, a drop in income, comparing yourself to a neighbor with a new iPhone, all trigger the same chain. Amygdala, hypothalamus, pituitary, adrenals. The result? The same tension and anxiety our ancestors felt. The brain doesn't distinguish real threats from perceived ones. It just responds to the lack signal. And here's the key. The brain doesn't choose scarcity consciously. It's drawn to predictability. Scarcity is like a red light on a dashboard. Something's wrong. Fix it. Danger sparks a big reaction. Adrenaline, focus, action. Abundance? It's seen as normal and quickly fades. This emotional response asymmetry explains why you notice problems, not victories. But how do you outsmart your brain? You can't erase this mechanism. It's too deeply wired. But you can loosen its grip and rewire your perception. First, mindfulness and breathing exercises. Start simple, 5 minutes of deep breaths each morning. This lowers cortisol, calms the amygdala, and gives the prefrontal cortex a chance to take charge. Imagine tension fading with each exhale, clarity flowing with each inhale. Second, a gratitude journal. Every evening, write down 3 things you're thankful for today. Coffee, a colleague's smile, a warm home. This shifts RAS from scarcity to abundance. Over time, your brain will naturally spot the good. Third, positive affirmations. Repeat phrases like, "I'm open to opportunities," or "I have enough resources." Say them aloud in front of a mirror for 5 minutes daily. This builds new neural connections, linking safety with trust, not fear. Fourth, abundance meditation. Sit in a quiet spot, close your eyes, and picture golden light filling your head, flowing down your body. With each breath, it grows, symbolizing resources and confidence. Do this for 10 minutes daily. It trains your brain to see potential, not lack. Fifth, physical activity. 20 minutes of walking or stretching daily reduces stress and boosts dopamine. This helps break the need drop cycle and restores balance. Sixth, a break from comparison. Limit social media to 30 minutes a day. This eases dopamine pressure and lets your brain focus on your real achievements, not others. Your brain is not an enemy, but a partner. The tendency to focus on scarcity isn't a flaw. It's an evolutionary legacy. Your brain protects you by amplifying threats. But you can take the reins. Awareness, habits, and attention training are your tools to rewire this ancient mechanism. Start small. Take a deep breath. Jot down 1 gratitude. Picture light within. After 21 to 40 days of consistent practice, your brain will naturally lean toward opportunities, not problems. This isn't magic. It's neuroplasticity, the power of your mind to transform itself. So let's outsmart evolution together and turn that sense of lack into a feeling of abundance.